morning, friends and family. John Miller, your Lake Stevens Realtor, coming at you here on Monday, March 22nd. I was out of town last week. I also noticed the week before my video was not uploaded. I apologize for that. There was some snafu with the upload. I have no idea. And I was out of town last week celebrating my 22nd wedding anniversary. Had a lot of fun and glad to be back. Welcome to Phase 3. Our Washington State is now in Phase 3 per our governor's order, and that makes obviously a lot more change log. We've now been able to lighten up on some of the restrictions. I think restaurants go back to 50%. As for how that affects the real estate market, there are a few things that a few of which don't affect you, a few of which will. We can now have 10 people in a home at once, not including the realtor, so a total of 11. And that's for showings, open houses, brokers opens, total of 10. We still have to maintain social distancing, mask up, all that good stuff. So that's Phase 3 for us. So welcome to Phase 3. We look forward to all this going away. So, okay. Today's question comes out of Everett, Washington, and the question is there a seasonality to the market? I think I've addressed this before on this channel, and the answer here in the Northwest is yes, there is. There's absolutely seasonality. For most sellers choose to list in the springtime. After winter, people have been cooped up. We're now getting more daylight. People are kind of coming out of their hibernation, as it were, and they're thinking about things like big purchases. Obviously, with the stimulus package hitting last week, we have a lot of buyers thinking about making a switch. Where interest rates are creeping up a little bit, which is obviously a little bit of a concern. But either way, the seasonality, so it gives us a strong real estate market pretty much May through September. That's when we're seeing most of the transactions. Now, that's not saying there isn't transactions in the winter. In fact, my largest transaction of my lifetime, my career, will happen in October, of all things. So there are a lot of people who choose to list January 1st. That's fine. I've done quite a few deals in December. December and January obviously are our slowest months and the coldest months. Same thing. There's the weather really does affect people in a lot more ways than I think people realize. Buyers with school-age children generally choose to move in the summer months, which makes sense. Most people want to make that switch. They don't want to move their kids out of school mid-school year. That makes sense. So 14 weeks or whatever it is for summer, that's when a lot of those buyers choose to jump. Now, that being said, last year was very, very unique because none of our kids were in school. They were all learning remotely, so it wasn't as critical for those families to make those leaps. It was a factor, but not as much. As we go into this year, my daughter's going to be returning to school here in about, I think it's 4 weeks from today. It is 4 weeks from today. So she's looking forward to that, just connecting with her peer group and seeing her teachers. She's really excited about it. So, and we obviously, as time goes on, our numbers are continuing to improve for infection rates. More and more people getting vaccinated. That'll certainly, more kids will go back to school, and again, schools will reopen, and then those buyers will certainly look very closely at the summer months. We are expecting a fairly strong year. Last year in Lake, I just saw a statistic. Last year, Lake Stevens appreciated in value. It was like 18.5%. It was really strong. This local market. Obviously, we have a great school district, a great community. I think Snohomish County overall last year for resale was 11%. Well, obviously was 11% appreciation. You have different areas that are going to appreciate at different rates, and Lake Stevens is one of them. It's tough to find an affordable home in Lake Stevens right now. So, interest rates 3.09, so up about 0.1% from last week, or the last time I talked to you, I guess. So they are starting to trend upward. We're expecting to see that here over this year. I know I've talked about interest rates appreciating. The Feds have dumped a ton of money trying to keep that number down. I think they're going to have to raise interest rates just to keep a handle on inflation, which we're going to have. There's no other way. You can't spend that much money and not have inflation. So that being said, if you have any other questions about the best time to sell or buy, or about the market, the seasonality, give me a call. Wherever you are, stay safe and healthy. We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye.